Hey gang, welcome back to another chat video. Like I said, I'll probably be doing these from my car, my truck actually, to get give me something to do on the way home besides just drive and listen to music. I'm not a big music guy. I mean, I can take it or leave it. This bullshit they play on the radio nowadays, I really don't care for, so try to find classic rock, but then I find like I'm listening to classic rock and then Metallica comes on there and I get really depressed. Like, now I know what it feels like to be getting to that point in my life where I'm gonna say I'm old, but yeah, I'm old. Getting older. How about that? Anyway, I thought we would talk about our tastes in film. Not necessarily our tastes in film, but the tastes in film between us and the normal, casual film watcher. Now, if you've been watching this channel or you have your own channel, and you dedicate a lot of time and effort into watching a lot of different genres, and your tastes change, and you've adapted to watching this or that. Maybe you even fought for a while, like, I'm not going to watch a silent film. Fuck that. Why would I want to watch a silent film when I can watch Michael Bay flip a car down the street with an American flag and a shiny bumper? Why would you? Well, it's all in taste, but it's not just taste. If you think about it, and I like to think about it like this, I enjoy film. I love film. Movies, film, flicks, whatever you want to call them. I thoroughly enjoy them. I love to watch them. I admittedly take notes as I watch them. It's like a study for me. It's like I'm going to college in my own room. All right? Now, at one time in my life, I would not watch subtitled films unless they were like karate kung fu films or the occasional Godzilla film. But I've adapted to not adapted's not even the word I'm looking for. I've changed a little bit, which means adapted. I've changed quite a bit and given in to the fact that there are some really, really great films with subtitles. And you can only imagine that. That's my windshield wipers. You hear the noise. If you notice when you watch one of these films and you're one of, I'm going to call us and them, and I don't mean anything about that, it's just your everyday movie watchers and us assholes that watch movies because they're, our passion. When you watch a film with subtitles, you open up a whole new avenue of film that you never knew existed. There are some really great films, and a lot of times you can read the subtitles, but they're quick enough to get what's going, and a lot of times you know what's going on. There's quite a few films that I can watch and not really worry about subtitles that much. I know what's going on. Silent films, the title cards, they get in my nerves a little bit because I pretty much know what's going on anyway. I don't need to know a lot of, he is chewing or, whatever. But, I really enjoy these. Now, with regular moviegoers, average run-of-the-mill, I got a date, stuff like that, watch these films? No. Why would they? We're a different breed, 90% of the time, I watch films by myself. My son will watch them with me. Occasionally, if it's something he really wants to see, or I've talked something up and he'll watch it. We watched The Dark Crystal the other day. We're going to watch Labyrinth sometime this week. You know, that's fine. But like I said, about 90% of the time I watch films by myself. Now, why don't they watch silent films and foreign films and artsy films and stuff like that? Because they're usually watching them in a group. You know, watching Stallone and Arnold fighting over who has the biggest fucking gun, or, you know, who can flip a helicopter over, or you know, who can throw a knife 200 meters dead eye into some guy's face. That's the kind of movies that they're watching, or they're watching comedies. Most of the time they're watching spoof comedies of stuff that, you know, if they watch, they'd really fucking like. But not to take anything away from it and make fun of them or whatever, but that's why they don't watch the types of films that we get into. Now, a lot of times I sit back and I'm watching a film. Okay, it's a foreign film. It's on Criterion. It's artsy. It's whatever. I feel like maybe if somebody walked in and sat down and watched with them, they'd think I was a snob. Or when I talk about a film, which I never hardly do, bring up these kind of films. But if I do, you know, it's like, man, what a movie snob. He's doing it on purpose. It's a show. He's a fucking hipster. He's, you know, whatever. And it's not. I truly enjoy these films because we're a different kind of people than the casual movie watchers. And there's nothing wrong with the way they do. I could care less if they like the films that I do. I could care less if, you know, what they watch. Will I sit down and watch it with them? Probably, man. If I'm with a group of people, you know, they're watching a film and I sit down and it's, you know, whatever, I'll sit there and watch it. Usually, unless it's a comedy. If I sit down, you know, if I come in and say, hey, come here and watch this movie, it's got Will Smith or it's got Will Ferrell and James Franco and Zach Galifianakis and Kevin Hart and all these other really funny people. What's it about? They're a bunch of idiots going to college. I've seen that. Maybe not that, but I've seen that. Nah, sorry, man. Comedy died in the 70s. Died before 1980. And there's some 80s comedies, but pretty much comedy's dead for me. But that's what they're into. That's the group setting films. If you go to any movie theater, especially small movie theaters, comedies usually get first choice runs because they sell. They fucking sell. Straight up action flicks sell. I'm telling you what, if you got a sci-fi film with a strong sci-fi drama-ish feeling film, you're going to sell more tickets to Medea. I'm telling you that. If you're at a local or a small cinema with like less than 8 spots in it, Medea and comic book movies are going to sell the tickets for you, right? Which I don't mind. I take my son Gannon to see Medea. There's funny parts in it. I'll laugh. Would I go watch one on my own? Would I sit down and watch it? Fuck no. Fuck Tyler Perry. But superhero films I get into. I really like them. But that's the type of films that get people going in group settings. You don't take your girlfriend on a date to see, hey, they're showing let me think. I had something in my head. They're showing Hitchcock's Lifeboat down at the cinema tonight. Would you like to go? They're showing, they're showing Repulsion down at the cinema tonight. Would you like to go? Oh man, they're showing that new chick Ghostbuster film. Are you kidding me? Let's go! Oh, they're showing Transformers 9, man. Oh, fucking Michael Bay's a genius. If that's not even going to happen because they won't even know who Michael Bay is. And I'm really not making fun of them. I really am. I promise I'm not. The fact is that we have different tastes. They're not going to watch foreign films or any kind of silent film. They're not going to read a film that they have, watch a film they have to read. That's what it comes down to. And we will watch these films and study them and enjoy them. And I'm not joking at all when I say I sit there and take notes. You can ask anybody that has ever seen me watch films. I have a notebook or some cue cards, some index cards. I'll have something out to write down stuff. And I usually have my phone out and IMDb open to that film. I'll go back and forth between Letterboxd and that. Watching, I pause. I mean, I'm fucking ridiculous when I watch these films. Especially if I plan to do a video on it. I really, really do. I don't just go for new movies. I would rather see classic films just because that's the time period I'm most interested in. There are newer films that I really love. I mean, I just watched In the Shape of Water. I fucking loved it. It will be on my wall. Even though I'm cutting back and not buying as much, it will be on my wall. Del Toro never disappoints me. Fuck, I even like The Mimic. But, you know, those type of films, nobody's going to go, you know, a group of guys on a Saturday night are not going to go. Okay, they walk up and they see Mission Impossible 9, whatever fucking number they're on, 6 I think, here, and they see 3 billboards from Ebbing, Missouri, over here. They're gonna read what it's about. Not happening. So with that, I'll let you go, let you guys think about this, your thoughts on the difference between casual filmers, casual movie watchers, and us. If you're one of us, you might be a casual movie watcher too, like Trey. Wouldn't know a good movie if it slapped him in the fucking face. So, with that, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everything you do for me, and I'll talk to you later. And I expect a video out of Ian and Mike pronto.